Chris is a mechanical engineer and an avid cook. Do you follow the recipes?
Sort of.
Good.
Yes. All right. I know we have some academics here, so we've seen a little man versus man. We've seen a little man versus self. So now, how about some man versus nature? So I was in college, and I thought I was doing pretty well. It was my sophomore year, and I was independent. I had what was in retrospect a pretty shitty girlfriend and what was in retrospect a pretty shitty apartment, but I felt like I had it together. When I got this apartment, I went out and I looked at some places which were essentially unlivable. So when I found the apartment that I ended up renting, I was so excited to find a place that had enough room to bring a piece of furniture in the door and had windows on more than one wall that I just said, yes, I'll take it. And the Craigslist ad said, laundry and building, coin op. And I was like, great, another plus. So my first week there, I went out to the alleged laundry room, and what I found was a whole bunch of washers and dryers, which seems like a good start for a laundry room. But what I found out when I tried to wash my clothes was that I opened one washer and it was full to the top with gray water and somebody else's clothes. And I opened the next washer, same story, and the third washer didn't have any electricity. So I called my landlord and I said, hey, the things are in pretty rough shape in the laundry room. And he said, yeah, there's not really a lot going on out there. And I said, oh, well, why did you, I didn't say this. In my head, I said, why did you say that the building had laundry in the Craigslist ad? But in real life, I just sort of said, okay, and I continued to pay my rent. So while there was not a lot of human activity in the laundry room, what I did find out was that there was raccoon activity in the laundry room. And so sometimes, late at night, the laundry room directly abutting our bedroom and being only accessible from outside, my girlfriend, my terrible girlfriend, and I would lay awake and hear scratching and scrabbling and sometimes very faint grunting coming from behind the wall. And so one time, she said, why don't you go out there and do something? And I said, okay. I can do that. I can be a man. So I got out of bed and I put on leather boots and I put on my jeans, not in that order, and I put on a leather jacket and leather gloves and a skateboard helmet, and I got a broomstick. And I said, I am going to get this raccoon out of the laundry room. And I was scared shitless. So I go outside the building, and it's late November, and it's cold, and it's really, really dark. And I open up the door to the laundry room, and I'm sort of looking around, and I'm holding the broomstick out in front of me like a spear. And I sort of poke around and I don't see much. And then the raccoon comes out from behind one of the washing machines, and it's big. It's bigger than any cat I've ever seen. It's bigger than most of the dogs that I've seen. It's a city raccoon living fat and happy on a steady diet of human garbage. And it's not afraid of me, and I am very afraid of it. And I run back inside. And I say, yeah, I took care of it. And we go to bed. And then a few days later, we hear the scratching again, and the scratching is in the walls, and the scratching is getting louder, and it's getting louder. And then the scratching is not just in the wall abutting the laundry room, it's in the other wall, and it's in the ceiling. And I'm sitting at my desk in my boxer shorts working on a PowerPoint presentation, and the raccoon comes out of a ventilation duct, which I always thought it was strange that we had a ventilation duct in the bedroom because we did not have central air. We barely had heating at all. And the raccoon is in the bedroom, and it's 3 feet away from me, and I'm in my boxer shorts. And at that moment, I wasn't that scared, and I grabbed a cooler, and I did the lion tamer thing, and I forced it back into the corner and back into the ventilation duct, and I put a bureau in front of the duct, and the raccoon crawled around in the walls all night long, and we sat at the kitchen table, and we said, what are we going to do? And we were sort of puzzled, but I wasn't afraid.